thinking a lot lately about adapting, and how we naturally adapt to things. And it's crazy because I was walking outside, and right now I'm currently in Florida, and I saw this palm tree, and at the bottom of it, it had like, where the roots used to be. But I guess the water level or the ground, something had gone down. So the roots are actually further below the ground now than they used to be. But there's like inches, like 8 inches or more of roots that are no longer there. And I thought it was very interesting because it helps me realize anyways, that we can dig our roots down deep and we can adapt to whatever situation. So if that place was underwater at one point, it's okay because that tree would adapt because it still had those roots buried down deep in the earth. But whenever it needed to, it had the roots when it needed to have them on the upper level, if that makes sense. And we do that too. We do that naturally with all these situations that we get put in. If you get a new job and you've never been in that industry before, you adapt. You don't necessarily get it on your first day, but within maybe a year, hopefully a year, you are pretty dang good at it. And you understand the ins and outs of everything. And then you do that as well if you like move to a new place, a new city. Like recently I've moved here to Florida, and I'm not from a big city. I'm from a very, very small town in Arkansas. I'm from Osceola, Arkansas, if you've heard of it. But there's not too much there. So this was a bit of a culture shock, being around so many different people all in one area. And I can guarantee you the amount of people that live in my apartment building is like the exact amount of people that lived in Osceola. I bet there are more people in like this 2 mile radius than in like Blytheville and Osceola combined. I don't know. It's crazy to think about that kind of stuff. But anyways, you adapt. You figure things out for yourself and you adapt to whatever you need to do, because otherwise you'll stay stagnant in your life, right? And stagnance isn't going to get you anywhere. You'll literally stay exactly where you are. Without adapting, we can't change. And without change, we can't progress. So, I urge you today to think back on how you've adapted to your current situation. What kind of struggles seemed like they weren't a good fit for you at first, but you adapted, you did what you had to do, and you figured a way through it. You know what I mean? Think about that today, because I guarantee you've come a lot further than you give yourself credit for.